You're watching Better.tv. Home, family, life.
Kim, you know dating does take work, and at times it can be nothing short of frustrating, especially when a woman has to ask that question, why hasn't he called? Ladies, we went straight to a Reformed player to get the top 5 reasons that he didn't call and how to make sure that he does. Matt Titus is a relationship expert, dating coach, and author of Why Hasn't He Called? And you've become my new best friend over here, too, as well. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
This
You got
is great.
some great rules for the women.
Right.
Let's get straight to it. The first one, you said the reason he may not call is because you're not his priority.
Right.
Straight up.
Right. You know what? You go on a great date. Guys don't think of the future after a great date. They're sort of like, okay, it was good. Now I've got my whole other life I have to take care of. It's a totem pole theory. You know, a first date doesn't mean you're going to be put at the top of his totem pole. Usually his job, his friends, his
girl he's sleeping with right now.
The girl he's currently sleeping with, and his dog. You fit like somewhere in between the dog and the girl he's sleeping with.
You're in a slot there.
Right.
Yeah.
But that does not mean that you can't move up with FaceTime with him. So be patient.
Okay. Now the other thing you said, hey, because he is into you, that could be a reason why he hasn't called.
Right. The better the date, the longer it might be until he calls you. That's something that a lot of women don't know.
Is that a game that guys play?
Well, men do not want to look desperate.
Okay.
That's kryptonite to them. They can't look desperate. So they'll bide their time and just wait. Maybe, you know, even 5 to 7 days, but please don't call him. Just don't do it.
I see. Now,
you're on his mind.
Okay, but just hang out for a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
The big C word comes up. To him, a phone call back means commitment.
Absolutely.
Right?
You know, when we start to make the effort and take the offensive and do things, that means the expectations are rising.
And you got to stick with it then, right?
Exactly.
At that point. Okay. He has man-child syndrome. What does that mean?
You know, guys that aren't really ready for a commitment, they categorize women that they go out with as friends. They put them in a friend zone. They're not consistent in their calls. They're just not at that point in their lives. They're too busy trying to be social, hang out with their guy friends, throw the football.
They haven't quite matured yet to that level,
they're not ready.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you can slowly move him into that, but you have to be patient with a guy like that.
Okay, got it. And the last one, you said he's a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah, these guys are usually the best looking and the funnest because they're opportunity everywhere for them.
Right.
And they're not afraid to let you know that. You know, they don't use pronouns, we or us. They won't talk about the future. But when you're with them, you'll have a great time. So compartmentalize and put that guy in that kind of part in your mind. So just go out and have fun with him, see what happens.
Don't have too many high expectations with this guy
Absolutely
here, right? Okay.
Not.
Matt also has some other suggestions how to make sure he does call back. I got to read these. Don't touch that dial. Leave it at the door. Don't sleep with him. 2-drink limit. And don't discuss sex, marriage, and kids.
Right.
I know that last one is deadly.
Just remember, men live in the present moment. They don't live in the future. Okay, we're very fragile. You're gonna throw us off kilter. Just stay in the present. Please don't sleep with a guy on a first date. Don't ever do that. You gotta be in charge of your faculties. 2-drink maximum.
Right.
Okay. You know, guys are gonna try to pour liquor down your throat.
Right. And they notice that. There's a reason. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Okay. And then if he still doesn't call back, now what? See, Matt, you're here to help. You're here to help. You got some other tips here. Don't talk to him or try to analyze what went wrong. Leave it alone, in other words?
Why waste the time with somebody that really isn't interested? What are you going to, are you campaigning yourself?
Push him. Right.
It's desperate.
Except that it has nothing to do with you.
Right, you know,
it could be him, right?
Why does everybody take it so personally?
Yeah.
Guy's not in the right point of his life for a commitment. So, you know, a lot of things are timing.
Right, exactly. I love it. And this is great. Add up all the hours you just wasted obsessing over him and spend that time working out. That's my favorite one. I love
out,
it.
you know,
I love it.
All the time you need to go out and you might bump into Mr. Right. Stop worrying about Mr. Wrong at home.
Why Hasn't He Called is the name of the book. Matt Titus is our friend. Thank you so much for coming back.
So much.
We appreciate
Thank you for watching Better.tv. Please email us your thoughts, ideas at Better.tv. Together we'll make your home, family, and life better.